Hello there, fellow coin enthusiasts and collectors. Welcome back to the channel World Rare Coins, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could be worth a small fortune. From hidden gems that could be worth a fortune to little-known coins with a rich history, we'll explore it all. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of our exciting discoveries. And now grab your magnifying glasses and let's start our today's video. On Top 1 today, we're going to take a deep dive into a coin that might be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket right now, the United States quarter dollar from 1972. Now, I know what you're thinking. A quarter from 1972, it's just another old coin, right? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal just how much this particular coin could be worth, and trust me, it's more than you think. First, let's start with the design. On the obverse of the 1972 quarter, you'll find the iconic portrait of George Washington, America's first president. This image has graced the quarter since 1932, designed by John Flanagan. Washington's profile faces to the left, and surrounding him, you'll see the words "Liberty, above and in God we trust," just below his chin. The year, 1972, is placed just beneath the bust, indicating when the coin was minted. But it's the reverse side of the coin where things get interesting. This side features the traditional eagle design, which has been part of the quarter since its inception. The majestic eagle, wings spread, represents strength and freedom, two key ideals of the United States. You'll also see the inscription, United States of America, along the top, E pluribus unum, at the bottom, and quarter dollar, prominently displayed. This reverse design remains one of the most recognizable and patriotic representations of the country. So why is the 1972 quarter so special? Well, in terms of circulation, this coin is far from rare. The United States minted over 200 million of these quarters, so you might think they're just another standard coin. However, what makes the 1972 quarter unique is the fact that certain varieties and minting errors have made some of these coins extremely valuable. The key to its worth lies in its condition and, more importantly, in certain rare minting anomalies. For example, the 1972 quarter had some coins that were struck with a double die error, causing the image to be slightly doubled. If you happen to come across one of these, you've just found a rare and valuable version of the coin. And let's not forget about the overall condition of the coin. Many of these 1972 quarters have gone through heavy circulation, leading to wear and tear. But if you're lucky enough to find one in mint or near mint condition, it's going to be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Collectors are always on the lookout for well-preserved coins, and the value can skyrocket when a coin is in exceptional shape. So, how much could you actually sell your 1972 quarter for? Hold on to your hats, because if you have one in top-tier condition, especially if it has a double die error, it could be worth as much as $57,000. Yes, you heard that right. $57,000 for a single 1972 quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin that's been around for so many years could hold such a staggering value. So, before you toss any 1972 quarters aside, make sure to check them carefully for any signs of wear, error, or condition. You might just have a small fortune sitting in your pocket or collection. On Top 2, we're diving into the world of the United States quarter dollar from 1980. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly common coin could actually be worth a small fortune. Stick with me as we explore the details of the 1980 quarter and discover what makes it so valuable. Let's start with the design. On the obverse side of the 1980 quarter, we have the iconic portrait of George Washington, America's first president. This image, created by John Flanagan, has been featured on the quarter since 1932. Washington is shown facing left, with the word "Liberty, above and in God we trust" below. You'll also find the year 1980 marked beneath his bust, signifying the coin's minting year. Now, flipping the coin over to the reverse side, we see the majestic eagle, one of the most patriotic symbols of the United States. The eagle's wings are spread wide, representing strength and freedom, while the inscription, United States of America, arches across the top. E pluribus unum, which means out of many one, appears on the bottom, and you'll see quarter dollar, marking its denomination. So, what makes the 1980 quarter stand out? While this coin may have been minted in large numbers, over 500 million to be exact, certain factors make some of these quarters exceptionally valuable. First off, it's all about the condition. Many of the 1980 quarters have been heavily circulated, but if you happen to find one in uncirculated or near-mint condition, that's where the magic happens. Coins that are well preserved are always in high demand among collectors. The more pristine the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1980 quarter in exceptional condition could fetch a much higher price than its face value of 25 cents. And if that coin has any special features, such as a minting error or unique characteristics, its value can skyrocket. One of the most valuable features to look out for in a 1980 quarter is the potential for error coins. There were some coins that were struck with double die errors, which caused the image to appear slightly doubled. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and if you happen to find one, you could have a rare and valuable piece on your hands. So, how much could a 1980 quarter be worth? Prepare to be amazed, because if you find one in exceptional condition or with a rare error, it could be worth as much as $53,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $53,000 for a single 1980 quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin that may have been sitting in your collection or change jar for years could be worth so much. So, the next time you come across a 1980 quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Who knows, you might just have a valuable treasure in your hands. On top 3, we're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your collection or even your loose change. Yes, today we're talking about the United States of America quarter dollar from 1983. You might think it's just another ordinary coin, but trust me, it's anything but that. Stick around, and you'll find out why this particular quarter is so much more valuable than its face value. Let's take a moment to understand the significance of this quarter. The 1983 quarter was minted as part of a regular coinage run by the U.S. Mint. However, there is something extraordinary about this coin that most people don't realize. While most quarters from this year were mass-produced and circulated, a small number were struck with a minting error that would later become the stuff of legends in the world of numismatics. You see, the 1983 quarter has a rare variety that makes it highly sought after by collectors. The D mint mark variety that was mistakenly struck on a coin without the proper nickel content. The composition error created a coin that is made mostly of copper, unlike the standard quarter, which is made of a combination of copper and nickel. This error makes the coin not only unique but also incredibly valuable. Now, let's break down exactly why this error makes the coin so special. Coins with minting errors are always desirable to collectors, but this one is particularly prized because it was an unexpected anomaly. While the 1983 quarter is not inherently rare in terms of its mintage, this specific error has made it one of the most coveted finds in the coin collecting world. The error occurs when the quarter is struck with the wrong planchet or coin blank. Instead of the usual nickel-clad copper planchet, this one ended up on a blank intended for a different denomination or coin. The result is a quarter that doesn't quite look like the rest. It's slightly off in weight and appearance, but these small details make it incredibly valuable. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? The most obvious sign of this error is the color and weight. The copper coin will appear a little more reddish-brown compared to a typical quarter. If you feel the weight, you'll notice it's slightly lighter than a standard quarter as well. However, the best way to confirm whether your 1983 quarter is the error variety is to have it professionally authenticated and graded by a reputable service. An expert can help you determine whether it has the key characteristics that will make it worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Collectors and investors are always looking for coins in excellent condition, especially those with minting errors, and the 1983 quarter is no exception. As time goes on, these coins become harder to find in good condition. Many of the error quarters that circulated in 1983 are now worn, damaged, or tarnished, which means that high-quality specimens are extremely rare. This scarcity increases their demand and value in the marketplace. Now, let's get to the most exciting part. Just how much is this error coin worth today? If you have a well-preserved 1983 quarter with the minting error, it could fetch you an astounding $49,000. Yes, you heard that right. $49,000 for a single coin. That's more than most people would expect for a quarter, but this is not your average coin. This error makes it a piece of numismatic history, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own such a rare item. Imagine that. You could have a coin worth a small fortune just sitting in a jar or hiding in a drawer. If you're lucky enough to come across one, you could be holding on to an incredible treasure. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or checking your change, remember to take a closer look at your 1983 quarters. You might just have a gem worth thousands of dollars waiting for you. If you have any of these rare coins, don't forget to get them checked out by a professional to ensure you're not sitting on a hidden gold mine. On top 4, we're focusing on the 1987 United States quarter dollar, an often overlooked coin with a surprising value. Stick around to the end because I'm about to reveal just how much this 1987 quarter could be worth today. At first glance, the 1987 quarter might seem like any other coin from the 1980s, but there's more to it than meets the eye. This particular quarter has gained significant attention in the world of numismatics because of its unique characteristics. While most 1987 quarters were minted as part of the standard circulation run, a small number of these coins were struck with rare minting errors that have made them incredibly valuable. So, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so special. The US Mint produces millions of quarters every year, and most of them are distributed for everyday use. However, occasionally, there's an error during the minting process that leads to a coin being produced in an unusual way. For the 1987 quarter, there are certain minting varieties that set it apart. One of the most notable is a variety with a misaligned die, which results in an off-center design. Coins like these, with noticeable errors, are highly sought after by collectors, making them far more valuable than the average quarter. The process behind these errors is simple in theory but difficult in practice. When a coin is struck, it's pressed into a die that stamps its design onto the metal blank. If the die is misaligned or the coin blank isn't placed properly, the image on the coin won't be centered, and you end up with a rare misstrike. These misaligned die errors are very hard to come by, and they're often one of the most exciting finds in the world of coin collecting. Another feature that increases the value of the 1987 quarter is its overall condition. Coins that have been well preserved and remain free from scratches, wear, or damage are worth much more than those that have been heavily circulated. The best specimens of the 1987 quarter, especially those with error features, are usually in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes to collectors looking to add high-quality pieces to their collections. If you happen to find a 1987 quarter that has an off-center strike, misaligned die, or any other unique features, you're in luck. These coins are extremely rare, and their value has been climbing steadily over the years. But how much could you sell it for? Well, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. A well-preserved 1987 quarter with a minting error could be worth an impressive sum, and if you've got one of these rare coins in top-notch condition, it could fetch you a staggering price of $45,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $45,000. That's an incredible amount for a quarter, but remember, this is no ordinary coin. Its rarity, historical significance, and the error that makes it unique all contribute to its extraordinary value in the market. So, the next time you're going through your collection or rummaging through your change, make sure to keep an eye out for this coin. It might just be the treasure you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1987 quarter with an error, don't hesitate to get it professionally appraised and graded by experts. They can help you determine its true value and provide you with the knowledge you need to decide whether to keep it in your collection or sell it to the highest bidder. On top 5, we're going to take a deep dive into the 1989 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, it might seem like just another quarter from the 1980s, but there's a lot more to this coin than you might think. You're in for a big surprise when I reveal the incredible value this coin could have, so stick around until the end. The 1989 quarter, minted as part of the standard series by the US Mint, is not as widely discussed as other rare coins, but it has a significant place in the world of collectors. During this time, the US Mint was still producing millions of quarters for everyday circulation, and most people probably used their 1989 quarters without thinking twice about them. But what if I told you that some of these coins could now be worth thousands of dollars? Now, let's talk about what makes the 1989 quarter stand out in the world of numismatics. While most of the coins from this year were produced without any significant issues, a small number were struck with errors that turned them into incredibly valuable collector's items. Minting errors are always a hot commodity in the world of coin collecting, and the 1989 quarter is no exception. The most common error found in these quarters is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, leading to a design that is slightly doubled or shifted. This error is subtle but noticeable, and it can be found on the lettering, the numbers, and even the images on the coin. For collectors, these double die quarters are a goldmine because they are not only rare but also visually distinctive. The slightly off-center design makes the coin stand out from others, and that's exactly what makes it so special. If you have a 1989 quarter and you're wondering if it's part of this rare variety, there are a few ways to check. Start by looking closely at the coin's lettering, particularly around the date. If you notice that the numbers or letters seem slightly split or doubled, you may be looking at a valuable double die quarter. Another way to spot this error is by examining the overall alignment of the coin. If the image appears off-center or misaligned, it could be a sign that you've found a rare piece. But that's not all. Condition matters too. Like all rare coins, the 1989 quarter's value is greatly influenced by its condition. Coins that have been circulated heavily or show signs of wear and tear tend to be worth far less than those in pristine, uncirculated condition. A well-preserved 1989 quarter, especially one with a minting error, can fetch much higher prices in the market. If you're lucky enough to have a coin that's been carefully stored and protected over the years, you might be holding onto a treasure worth far more than its face value. Now, I know you're all eagerly waiting for the big reveal. Just how much is a 1989 quarter worth? If you have one of these rare quarters with a double die error and it's in excellent condition, the value could skyrocket to an astounding $42,000. Yes, you heard that right, $42,000 for a single quarter. That's an incredible price for a coin that was once just part of everyday pocket change. This price reflects the rarity, the minting error, and the high demand for such a coin in the numismatic world. So, if you happen to stumble upon one of these rare 1989 quarters, make sure to get it professionally appraised and graded. It's always a good idea to have any potentially valuable coins looked at by an expert. They can verify if the coin is indeed a rare double die variety and assess its condition, ensuring you get the highest possible value for it. Thanks for watching today's video. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. You never know what rare treasures might be hiding in your collection or loose change, so keep hunting. Happy collecting, and remember, sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones you least expect.